Good afternoon to you. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope you're enjoying a nice weekend. What's left of it? I thought I would just hop on today to talk you through my paper sampler, which is available to order now. Oh, excuse me. Hi Carol. Hi to Kim. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. So some of you have already ordered the paper sampler, which is basically a selection of all of the papers out of the new Stampin' Up annual catalogue. And hi Laura, hi Scylla, hi Pauline, hi Moretta. And so it's a great way of having a look at all the different papers, and then obviously if you love a particular one you can always order that one. One of the problems that we have is when you look at the papers in the catalogue, it's really difficult to see them for what they are, and the only way we could do that is have, you know, much larger print in the catalogue, and that would mean less stamp sets. So what I do each catalogue is I generate a paper sampler, which is basically a quarter of each pack of paper, and in the past I've always cut this down to 6 inches by 6 inches, but I know that sometimes you want to be able to get more out of your paper. So what I've done this time is, where the paper is a 12 by 12 inch paper, I've cut it down so you get a 6 by 12 inch piece. So let me just show you that. These are all the papers. They come in a box if they're being posted out to you. Hi Joe, hi Molly. So let me find a 12 by 12 piece. Just undo those there. So normally I would cut them down to this size, but that means out of each piece you can get a complete standard card front, and then you have about approximately 2 inch strip. So out of 2 pieces, which is effectively what you would have, you'd be able to get 2 card fronts. So what I've decided to do is leave the 12 inch pieces intact, so that you can get 1, 2, 3 full card fronts out of the one sheet. Now if you'd rather I cut it down all to 6 by 6 inches, that is fine, but this way it gives you more flexibility, because you can get more complete card fronts out of a single sheet. Also, if you were doing scrapbooking, obviously you might want the full 12 inches of width on your scrapbooking page, even if you are trimming it down, or you may have 2 pieces together. So that's what I've done differently for this time, but if everybody suddenly decides they want 6 by 6 inches, then equally that is fine. Just let me know. I will ship it 12 by 12 where appropriate, unless I hear from you otherwise. So let me go through the papers. Now I have used some of the papers recently, so you may recognise them if you've been with me for any of my Facebook Lives over the last couple of weeks. Okay, so just in the order that they're coming out of the box, to be honest. So this one is called Whale of a Time. You get 12 sheets of this. Each sheet is different, and these come as 6 by 6 papers. So I'll show you one side first, and then I'll flip round to the other. So we have excuse me, the shoal of fish. We have the reeds. Oh, it's wild and windy out there, if you can hear it. We have this beautiful sort of almost rainbow of fish. The fun whales, which I used on Friday, and I fussy cut those out. Jellyfish, seahorses, turtles. So we have a scene here with little crabs and things at the bottom. I'm hoping that is, yes, it is roughly in focus. Yes, I think 6 by 12 would be better. And it's no different to posted actually, because when I cut it up to 6 by 6 it makes it quite a thick parcel, and in fact keeping it 6 by 12 means it will go as a standard rate larger letter. It's just the weight, obviously that's the same. More whales, more turtles, a combination, and then another scene. So these are just fantastic if you need to do some children's cards or cards for people who love diving. You could just buy the papers. That's what I did for my cards on Friday. These are the reverse sides. Okay, and again, these are no particular order. So a scene, we have the ones with the tiny little fish. Let's probably have them the right way around. And then various backgrounds. See, this is gorgeous in peacock. A wave effect. This one, more sort of seaweed and stuff, and then a couple of other scenes. So here, so you could cut this piece in half and have 2 scenes, just stamp a sentiment onto it. This one with the weed, this one with the water, and then another one with the fish. So a really great combination. So that is Whale of a Time. So a normal pack is £10.75, and you get in a full pack 48 sheets. So you get 4 of each of those designs. So in your pack you'll get 1 of each, because you're getting effectively a quarter of a pack. So that's Whale of a Time. The next 6 by 6 is the Flowers for All Seasons. Now if you love flowers, you'll love this one. So we've got the sunflowers and daisies are the main feature for this. It is 6 by 6. You get 12 sheets, and I'll do the same thing. I'll go through one side and then the other, rather than keep flipping it over. Otherwise I find you get, you know, it refocuses and you get a bit dizzy. Well, I certainly do. So we have sunflowers with a blue spotty background. These features the new in colours as well. This is Bumblebee with those lovely florals. I'm hoping that focus is okay. Then we have tulips. So, roses. Janie. Yep, so anybody who's ordered them already, so Kim and Tracy, a couple of others I've done already, there will be 12 by 6. So I'll only cut them down to 6 by 6 if anybody requests it. Okay, more flowers. Beautiful daisies. This features the lovely jade green as well. So this is Flowers for Every Season. So we've got some poinsettias in. Beautiful misty moonlight and white peonies. This is almost like a eucalyptus foliage. Goodness me. You can hear that wind out there. That's with my windows closed. And some more roses and sort of dahlias here. So that is one side. Let me flip the others over. So we have sunflowers, stripes, dots with the green jade, more roses, I would say, and possibly poppies. Yeah, poppies. And then some plain backgrounds. So these are perfect for adding cut out flowers onto. And then we have our cinnamon cider stripes and sort of more winter type foliage with cinnamon cider and just jade colours. Bright magenta roses, almost like carnations. I want to say carnations, that's the closest thing I can think of. And then we have some more of the jade. So that's flowers for every season. So you get 12 of those. And then finally the last 6x6 is playing with patterns. And this is the one that actually goes with the alphabet set of dies that I used on Friday. I didn't use the stamp set, and it's exactly that. So it's just some great patterned papers. So we've got dots and stripes, stripes in a different form. These are great for men's cards and children's cards. These almost look like books, don't they? Stripes, stripes and dots, making my eyes go funny. It's as this one is at an angle, and then it starts going down, and then it's straight again. Stripes in purple posy, some dots, Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight. More stripes, as you can see, just fun pattern papers. Nice dots, and then large dots with scribbles. That's one side, and again this is 12 sheets. Most of the other 6x12 papers you'll get the equivalent of 12 sheets, but you'll get 6 by 12 inches, apart from 2 exceptions. So stripes and dots, larger overlapping dots, that's bright and fun, and then some merging colours. This is stunning, this one. You could use this to cut out letters and get a whole rainbow of colours, or just use it as a backing with the sentiment on. So these ones are all 6 inches by 6 inches. Nice bright colours as well. And that one, the coral. Okay, so that is called Playing with Patterns. So those are the 3 12 by 12 inch papers. Let me talk you, sorry, the 6 by 6 inch papers. Let me talk you through the 12 by 12s. So here is a stunning pack of papers. It's hard to say if they're my favourites, because actually there are a lot of papers that I like this time round. Sometimes you get ones that are just not to your taste, but they seem to have done a fantastic job this time round. So we've got these ones. Now this is called Forever Greenery, and it is literally foliage. Okay, so if you're not into flowers but you like floral type things but not being too pretty or feminine, then this is a great selection of papers. So you'll get 6 by 12 inch papers, and again I'll show you one side and then flip them over and show you all of the others. So this is the first one with those lovely big ferns. We have this one here. I'm hoping you can see those okay. Hi Babsy. Oh, thanks Carol. Hey Claire. And then the next one. And this matches obviously the Forever Fern stamp set and the Forever Greenery dies. but they just work really well on their own, in my opinion. This one here, which is your favourite, Carol, now you've had a chance to have a look. This one, sort of almost with succulents and fern. And then this one here. And then the reverse of those ones, we've got almost like Aborigine type dots. Stripes. Just jade backing with mint macaron, or soft sea foam, I beg your pardon, the colours. Turn this one round. This one, and then finally background there with really fine stripes. So that's called Forever Greenery. The next one up is a mail and travel orientated set. So this is one of our specialty papers, and it's called specialty because it includes either some embossing or something that makes it stand out from the ordinary. Not that our designer series paper is particularly ordinary in the first place, but this makes it a little bit special. So I'm just going to put these as they come out. So this is very much just adventure, maps, that sort of thing. Let me just bring this a little bit closer, if it will. There we go, you see more of it. So this is actually a map of the world, sort of over printed. Okay, so think compasses and things like that. Here we go. Then we've got some writing and text. Sorry, I just noticed that everything was gone a bit slow. Hopefully it's caught up with me. And then we've got some grid and sort of grungy backgrounds, for want of a better description. Some more maps. So we have some of North America, and then we have some of Europe. Here's a plain bumblebee one, and that one belongs to the other set. Okay, so there's the first, there's the 6. Let me turn them over for the other sides. And this is where the specialty comes. So these are gold foil embossed. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Hello, Fiona. Then we've got these stunning pictures of the earth, like a map of the earth, again all gold embossed. Hi Nicole. And then we have this one. So this is on Misty Moonlight, that very soft blue, and again that is all embossed. Compasses and maps, and then another one that is embossed. So this is the European one. The bit you can see here has got Denmark, London, Manchester, Scotland, and then going over to the east. So there we go. So those are called World of Good. Okay, so obviously you can purchase any of these papers on their own. The specialty papers are £14 for the pack, and that is 12 sheets of full 12 by 12. Okay, the standard card or paper is £10.75 for a pack of 12. This next one is our peony paper, so it's called Peony Garden, and features, not surprisingly, lots of peonies. So there's a mixture of papers, and what I do like about this is the colour scheme. So we've got like a petal pink and grey and granite, grey granite I should say, and it just works really, really well, and the designs are beautifully hand drawn. So we have one with open peonies here in the pink. Then we have the peony buds in the grey. You see what I mean about these? Okay, and then we've got the grey granite backing. So this is like a basic grey. You can see the difference. This is grey granite backing, as is this one with the white peonies, and then this one here with the basic grey. So stunning papers. That's 6 papers on, and that's one side of them. Let me flip them over so you can see the reverse. So we have a basic grey chevron design, and then we have the grey granite with sort of a circular geometric design. This is the same as this pattern, but very tiny chevrons. You can hardly see it. Bring that up to the light. You probably can. Hello, Marion. Lovely to see you here. Just some plain speckles. Peonies on the white from the pink. And then finally a marble, really rich marble. So this is Peony Garden. So this would be perfect, in my opinion, for wedding cards, sympathy cards, anything where you want something really quite classy, in my opinion. Obviously, everyday cards too, thank yous and birthdays and get well, but it just has a little extra something, this set. Okay, so that's called Peony Garden, and it's really difficult because in the photographs I've done, which I've taken from the catalogue, so these are the photographs that appear on my Facebook page. This is the flyer for the paper samplers, and it just doesn't do it justice, does it? You know, you can't really see the details of it. But that's the Peony Garden. So there's 6 sheets of those. And then this is what we used on Thursday. These are Playful Pets. So these feature, as you would expect, mostly cats and dogs. So cat and dog themed papers, with a few other bits and pieces like mice and stuff thrown in. So we've got white on black for dogs, black on white text for cats, and then we've got 2 sheets of cats and 2 sheets of dogs. Okay, now the dies that go with this set cut out this cat here, and obviously you can fussy cut anything else or use it as a background. We've got a sweet little mouse as well. We've then got a selection of dogs. with tennis balls, cricket balls they look like. And then we have more dogs, and this little Schnauzer chap has a matching die, or you can fussy cut him. I think the sausage dog, well, they're all cute, aren't they? And then more cats here. Okay, so this one's licking his paws, and then got balls of wool, things like that. So that's one side. Okay, and as I say, these are in no particular order. They just as they come out of the packet as I've cut them. Let me turn them over. So for the dogs, as you can see, we've got dog bowls, bones, collars, and paw prints. And then for the cats, we've got the cat bowls, we've got feathers, we've got a little fish on a little line, paw prints, balls of wool, mice. Oops. And then we have little mice and hearts for the cats. And then paw prints and hearts, which actually could be either, really. I know the cat's paw print is not quite like that, but then I guess neither is a dog's, realistically. And then we've got stripes, and then I'm not quite sure what to call those. Just little brush strokes, for want of a better description. So that is called Playful Pets. So in your pack you will get the 6 inches high by 12 inches long pieces of paper. Right, we are getting there. So the next set of papers are the ones that I used for our class in a box for this month, for June. So if you have got the class in a box, and everybody should have received theirs by now, this will give you extra papers to do more cards with, although you have 12 sheets in your pack. So this particular pack, you will get 12 sheets because there are 12 different sheets. So it's like a bumper pack. So this pack is normally £20 because you get 12 sheets. No, you get 24 sheets of 12 by 12 because you get 2 of each of these. So these features are very much stone, tiles, backgrounds, wood, perfect for male themed cards, perfect for neutral themed cards, so it would work for almost anything really. But a really nice, some of them are fairly muted backgrounds, some of them very strong, so a complete mix. So I'll flick through these very quickly. So we've got a tile effect, and they really do look 3D. So some of these have been photographed, created and then photographed. Trying to get that into focus. We've got a paint on canvas effect, and there's a better one of these for you to see the effect. This is just white with a little bit of grey. Then we have tiles, and then more tiles. So these are hexagonal ones. Let me move this down a bit more so you can see that. Left on floor, quite possibly. Oh, excellent, Christine. I have to go and have a look. Where can I find your unboxing? Oh, very exciting. Let me know where we can find it, Christine. Okay, so here we have some textile, more tiles, some stonework, remembering this is all just one side, well, this looks like, it could be brick, but it is wood, like a wood flooring, more stone. It is really 3D, isn't it? It's, you almost think it's, I mean, it does come up reasonably well. Ah, excellent. Hi, Jenny. Brilliant. Fingers and bubble wrap. Love it. So this is like a woven thread material. It's almost like a basket weave. So I use this to create a little, to decorate a box in our class in a box. And it does look a bit like fabric. Actually, I've got one here. Oh, please do. Please do, Christine. So here it is. So I've just stamped from the Tasteful Touches stamp set onto the paper and then popped it onto one of our Stampin' Up boxes. So it really does look 3D. And then here we go. So this was the other, I was talking about the paint on canvas. So that you can see this a little bit better. This has got streaks of pink in. And this is really good because I actually used this to stamp onto where I had the colour. And it made it look like the flowers were that pink colour. It was very effective. And then finally we have these blue tiles on the other side. So that's all 12 sheets on one side. Let me show you the other. So, paint on canvas, like so, with a hint of misty moonlight. And covered in ink. Oh, bless her. Makes a change from paint. Yes, I suppose it does. It does, Jen. Okay, so more wood. Have you had a go with this set yet, Jen, or are you keeping that one? Are you keeping that one for yourself? Because Jen does a lot of crafting with Phoebe, I know. So wood, and then we've got another textile effect, and then real wood. Again, these are photographic quality. But what's nice is they're all matte papers, so they're perfect for stamping on. You could heat emboss in white on here. That would be really effective too. More fabric. A lighter wood stain. Again, like a coarser fabric. Like a painted background effect, and what I actually did this for one of the cards was to stamp on it almost like graffiti, because it was almost like a, you know, a graffiti wall. That would look really nice if you did it in white embossing. Some more wood, and again, and then finally this one here. So I love the fact there's lots of different wood textures. So we did have some 6x6 inches papers of wood, but I think these are even more realistic again. So these are 12 inches, and in your pack they will come as 6x12 inches. Okay, so you get 12 sheets of that. Okay, so plenty to keep you going for mail cards. Okay, and then we've got 3 left. So we have the Ornate Garden, and this featured in my May class in a box, and this is a mixture of floral and gold embossing. So this is another of our specialty papers. So you'll get 6 sheets of this. I love this one. And this one. Those dinky little flowers are just really so pretty. We have the daisies, and then a mixture of flowers. These are almost like nasturtiums. Yes, that's true, Jenny. Yes, Phoebe's been crafting from very, very little. You won't have one that's cut off like this, I promise. More flowers, sort of chrysanthemums, daisies. And then this one here with the bumblebee and the white daisies. And then let me show you the reverse of these, which is the gold embossed for some of them. These are great for colouring in. Now I don't know if you can see that gold. It's difficult in the lights, so that you can either see it properly or you can see the embossing. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see that. Yes, there seems to be more 12 by 12 this time than 6 by 6. And as I said, by using it in this format you can get 3 full card bases out of it. Whereas if I cut it down, you only really get 2, although you could obviously put the 2 strips together to make a third. So this is Old Olive with gold embossing. You can see that. Some coral. Mint macaron. This is the one that I've cut down, obviously. And then finally another one. So in our class in a box for May, one of the cards involved, if you wanted to, colouring in some of these flowers using blends pens. And they were really, really effective. But you can just use it obviously with the plain white side up. So that is Ornate Garden, and we just have 2 left now. So I should really save this one till last, but as it's come up now I won't. So this is our rainbow glimmer paper. Now it's glittery, but it's completely no shed, nothing at all. Now the way that I will cut this so that you get all of the colours is, if you imagine this panel as 12 by 12, I will cut it across so you get all of the colours, rather than cut it down one way so you get a larger panel of only 2 or 3 colours. So this goes from Granny Apple Green through the blues, Bermuda Bay, sort of Blackberry Bliss, into Melon Mambo, Calypso, and then Daffodil. So it's almost like a whole run of all of our brights, for want of a better description. This is really difficult for you to see. So it is glimmery and it is completely no shed. So it's perfect for cutting out. You can punch out with it. Often with glimmer paper, when it's very glittery, you can't punch, or if you do punch out, this is what blunts your punches and can blunt the blades on your trimmers. So I have shown you some ways recently to sharpen both of those. You can have a look back through my Facebook Lives or my YouTube channel to find that out. But this is just stunning. So you'll get, because you get 2 sheets in a pack, you'll get 1 6 by 12 inch sheet as part of your pack. That's a quarter of a pack. And then last but no means least, Artistry Blooms, which I used recently as well. Oh, for the goats it was. So this is some papers that fade in and out of colour. So what I've done where possible is cut it so you get the maximum amount of colour change. Okay, so let me show you these. So this is the one side. Oh, the rainbow glimmer paper, I meant to say, is single-sided. Okay, so we have that one there. Then we have one with blues going into purple. these would be great for unicorns, any sort of magical mystery, mystic things, witches, you know, that sort of thing, fairies, anything like that. Yes, hi Claire. I was tempted to put another pack of that rainbow paper in, so you got two, but I wanted to keep the price nice and tidy. But obviously you can always order extra glimmer paper if you need to. Okay, then we have the blue fading out or in, depending on how you look at it. And then same with pink and purple. And then greens. So this is almost like a yellow into green. So I say what I do is I do cut it so that you get the maximum amount of colour change. So rather than cut it this way, I've cut it the other way. And then here, pink and a hint of orange. So that's one side. And then let me show you the other. So this is Artistry Blooms. So we have adding a little bit of design and pattern into our sheets here. This one here with some extra bits of bumblebee. It almost looks like, well, somebody's just painted bits in, doesn't it? This one here with the pinks into the orange. Stunning one here with the blues and the greens, and they are not always the same on the other side, so if it's blue and green on one side, it doesn't mean it will be blue and green on the other. And then we've got the reds and oranges, pinks rather, and then the green on the back. And then last but not least, a bit of purple going on here, right the way through with the little dots. So that is called Artistry Blooms, and you get 6 sheets of that, and that is 12 inches by 6 inches. So that is my complete paper sampler, which I hope you like. If nothing else, it's given you an idea of the actual papers themselves. So the paper sampler is basically a quarter of all of the packs. So instead of spending 130 odd pounds to have all of them, you're spending £33 if you're able to collect them from me, and getting a quarter of each. And then what I tend to find is if you find 1 or 2 that you love, or even more, then you can order those in their own right after, as Christina said. Yes, mind you, the whales, I don't know, the whales are perfectly sized. I think if you did the whale suite, as I said in my live, if you did them on 12 by 12, they would be huge and a bit too big for card making. So, you know, but hey ho. So if you would like my paper sampler, it is £33, which is all of these that you've seen here, all of those quantities. If you would like it posted out, at £36, and that comes to you in a cardboard box, and it fits in perfectly inside, and obviously it will be wrapped to make sure it doesn't damage the papers. I can't swap out any of the papers, I'm afraid, so you know, if you don't like the playful pets, you'll just have to give those away to somebody, because the whole basis of running a paper share is that I take an order for 4 different, 4 shares worth, and then I order those up, so 4, a pack of every single one. When it comes to me, I cut those into 4, so I can't be swapping out any individual packs. I'm really sorry, but if there's anything in there you don't like, you can cut it into strips, and or cover it up, or give it away, or gift it to someone else. So those are available to order now. You can pay by credit card or bank transfer. And if you are interested, just you can comment on the end of this Facebook Live, or you can just send me a private message. So I have one lot that's been completed, one lot that is on order, but I'm ready to put another order in if you should need it. So if you want to tag on to that. Now I do run these for a limited amount of time, because after a period of time everybody's got usually the sort of selection that they want. So, and I have to have an order for 4 before I can place the order. That's just the way that Stampin' Up operates, because I can't keep these in stock to sell. So I will put a limit on how long this is available to order for, but that will certainly be for all of June and all of July. Okay, and then after that there'll be a Christmas paper share for you with all the Christmas papers. So thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. No crafting to look at, but a whole selection of lovely papers. If you didn't join us right at the beginning, then as soon as I finish this, give it a minute or two to upload, and you can skip back to the beginning and watch until you've caught up if you would like to. And if you would like to order, as I say, just send me a message. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be back live tomorrow, Monday at 10 o'clock. I haven't yet decided which stamp set I'm going to use. I have got one in mind because I was just organising them all, putting them on my shelf last night. So, but I might change my mind just yet. So I'm going to surprise you tomorrow. So thanks so much again for joining me. Any questions, just send me a comment, or you can email me, jenny@geminicrafts.co.uk. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care, and thank you for joining me. Sorry, I didn't see your comments afterwards. Well, exactly, Christine, sorry. So I've just seen, so Laura, yes, I will sort you one out. It is good for those on a budget. Hi, Catherine. Sorry that I caught you late, everybody. It didn't scroll up. And my Christmas catalogue, I love it. Say no more. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye.